The moment you chase, you lose. Not because she's heartless, not because she's playing games, but because deep down, this was never about love, it was about power. And the second she senses that her presence is now your oxygen, she pulls the leash tighter, then disappears. So what happens next? Most men panic. They overthink, they overtalk. They shrink themselves to fix a vibe that was never theirs to fix, but not you, not anymore. Because the man I'm speaking to today, he's done. Done begging, done reacting, done explaining. He's not walking away to get her attention, he's walking away to get himself back. Let's talk about how you win, not by playing harder, but by never playing at all. Point 1. Don't chase her confusion. Honor your clarity. You'll want to ask what happened. To solve the mystery, to regain what felt so real. But here's the brutal truth. She knows what she's doing, and she's hoping you don't the moment you ask, what's wrong? She knows your peace now depends on her response. But powerful men don't chase chaos. They create calm. If she's pulling away, let her. If she's unclear, get clear. Your value isn't defined by someone else's indecision. It's defined by your ability to walk away with your head held high. The man who cuts ties with peace in his heart is dangerous because he doesn't need closure. He creates it. Point 2. Let silence do the talking. She's used to noise, men begging, explaining, typing novels at 2 a.m. for another chance. But when you go quiet, not out of spite, but out of discipline, you become a mirror she can't control. Your silence becomes a boundary she can't cross, and that shakes her. She tests you, she poke. She try to bait you back into the storm. But when you don't flinch, when you stay composed, you don't just protect your peace, you command respect. Because silence is not absence. It's presence without permission. Point 3. Starve the drama, feed your focus. She thrives on emotional friction. It's her playground, but you've outgrown the sandbox. You don't respond to games. You respond to purpose. So when the drama hits, you hit the gym. You build, you focus, you trade validation for vision. And when she finally looks around and realizes your energy is no longer available on demand, that's when she feels your absence louder than she ever felt your presence. Point 4. Stop explaining what real ones already understand. If you have to prove you're a good man, you're talking to the wrong person. Real ones feel it. And when you pause instead of pitching yourself, you reclaim your worth. You don't need to convince anyone. You simply walk, knowing that the right one will never need a presentation. Your silence, that's not rejection. That's redirection towards someone who gets it without you having to say a word. Point 5. Break the pattern. She's used to you showing up first, apologizing, explaining, but what happens when you stop, when you don't text first, when you don't chase, when you let the silence breathe? You shift the power and suddenly she feels the absence. Not because you made a scene, but because for the first time, you didn't. Sometimes the loudest message is the one that isn't sent. Point 6. Stop being an option, become the standard. If she treats you like one of many, it's because she thinks you're replaceable. And maybe you were until now. Now you raise the bar. You don't wait to be chosen, you choose yourself. And if she can't meet that standard, you don't lower it, you walk. Because the man who values himself will never stay where he's merely tolerated. Point 7. Purpose over emotion every time. This is your real test. When everything inside you wants to reach out, scream, beg, can you stay still? Can you choose discipline over drama? She wants to know if she still controls your emotions. But you don't give her that satisfaction. You give your energy to your goals. You don't spiral. You build. You're not proving anything to her. You're proving everything to you. Point 8. Become unreadable and unreachable. She had your patterns memorized. You texted first. You showed up, you cared, but that version of you, he's gone. Now you move in silence. You don't announce your growth, you become it. Until one day she sees you again and doesn't even recognize who you are. That's how you haunt her. Not with hate. Not with revenge. But with evolution. Point 9. You don't need closure, you need standards. Stop waiting for apologies from people who never respected you. Stop needing explanations from those who made it clear through actions. Your closure isn't a message from her, it's a decision from you. You don't need to understand why it ended. You only need to understand this. You're done accepting less than you deserve. Point 10. The final move, uncheckable indifference. You want to hit her the hardest? Don't block her, don't post. Don't play the jealousy game. Just disappear. Live like she never existed, not out of hate but out of healing. She tried to test the waters. But when she finds the oceans gone dry, she realized what she lost. And by the time that realization hits, you're already a ghost. Because real men don't win by fighting harder, they win by walking away silently with purpose. If this message hit your soul, drop a comment below. I choose silence. Because legends aren't made by noise, they're made by stillness, discipline, and focus. Stay sharp, stay grounded, stay powerful.